Good morning. It's December the 19th, Thursday. I didn't do a vlog yesterday because I spent the whole of yesterday catching up on forum posts and marking work and all that sort of thing for my classes. And then by the time I'd finished that, I desperately needed to spend some time with my journal because I haven't played with her for like 3 weeks, and 3 weeks is a long time in my world. 3 days is a long time in my world. Excuse me, I'm still a bit froggy. 3 days to go without journaling is a long time in my world. So yeah, I really needed to get back into that and just do something. If I don't, because I've been journaling for so long, if I don't spend time relaxing with my art or getting things out of my head, writing it down, all that sort of stuff, my head gets so jammed full of that I can't think. That's a chicken and egg situation. I don't know if my head gets jam-packed and I can't think because I don't journal, or I journal because my head gets jam-packed and I can't think. I don't know. Can't tell you. Chicken and egg. I just know that if I spend, at least an hour a day playing with my journal, my head doesn't explode. Simple as that. And I don't really notice it until I don't journal for any length of time. And normally, normally a week is about as long as I can go before I start gnashing my teeth. Obviously I was sick and I was asleep for a lot of it, so I didn't notice, but I suppose over the time that I was sick, excuse me, I was awake and conscious for, yeah, I suppose, I've got hair stuck to my glasses, for about a week of that time. So yeah, my teeth were gnashing and I had to just put things down and play with my journal. So I did that. Most of it was writing, so I'm not going to bother showing you because I had so much going on in my head. Needed to do a brain dump. Think of it like Dumbledore with his pensieve, where he pulls it out of his ear and sticks it in his pot so he can remember it later. Yeah, it's a bit like that. Got my coffee. My gingerbread lattes. I don't know what I'm going to do when they stop doing these. I love Costa's. This is a Costa cup, but it's not a Costa coffee. I love Costa's gingerbread lattes. They do them all year round. That's not a problem. They're very popular. They're not going out of fashion anytime soon. But Nescafe are doing these little sachet ones. And for a change, they actually taste really nice. You have to let them cool a bit. If you drink them when they're too hot, they taste a bit naff. But if you let them cool, the gingerbread comes through and it's really nice. But it says they're limited edition on the box, so I think they're only Christmas ones. So I might have to stock up. That's a lot of latte for the year, but I might have to get a box or two to stick in the larder for special occasions. Okay, so today's agenda. Vlog number 1. There you go. Tick. Speaking of ticks, I said the other day about using my Filofaxes for organisation, and there was a collective intake of breath in the Midori group. Like, what about your Midori? You can use more than one planner at a time, boys and girls. I have, as you know, I've been using my beloved Midori. I love this baby. It's so pretty. It's getting all roughed up and scuffed, and it's even got a couple of Maddie's scratch marks on it, which has caught it with the nails. I love it. This is going to be my journal. My carry everywhere journal. My do everything, carry everything, go everywhere journal. So it will always be on my desk, in my hand, by my bed, in my bag. Basically everything I've been using it for since I got it, it's going to stay. However, I was using it as, girls, I was using it as a planner like this. There are other videos on how I've done this and how I used it. Basically as a kind of a bullet journal. Ta-da! Was working wonderfully. Wonderful system. Loved it. Hated it in the Midori. It's not working for me in the Midori because one of my ongoing issues is separating work and play. This is my life, okay? I get up, I have a coffee, and then I'm painting, or I'm writing, or I'm working on a class for painting and writing, or I'm art journaling, painting and writing, or, you know, this is what I do all day, every day. So work and personal for me is very much the same thing, but if I don't separate it out in my head and say, right, this is personal time, I'm going to work in my journal, this is class time, I'm going to do a video for a class, this is video time, this is work time, so during my work time I have to do boring stuff like admin and finance and all that kind of stuff, which I don't want to do. But I have to do it because it's part of my business head. So I have to separate out... Sorry, I've got to tuck that back in. It's really annoying me. I have to separate out work and play. And I have to have personal time. Now, a lot of my personal time ends up as work time anyway because I will vlog it or I will do a journal flip or whatever. But when I'm doing it, it's personal time. So I don't generally do my personal journal pages as like a vlog or an art journal page. I normally will set out to do a video in my art journal, if that makes sense, or a page in my art journal that I will video for you guys. I don't generally do that for my personal stuff. All of this stuff from my Midori, you know, I haven't been recording every single step of this. Although I have done a flip afterwards and shown you. But a lot of it's very personal stuff and I don't want to share it. So yeah, personal, work, it all gets mishmashed. And by putting this into here, it meant that no matter what I did, I was carrying work with me. And ooh, that makes the light go funny. How weird. I'm easily distracted this morning. I'm sorry I haven't had my coffee. Until I've had my coffee, my brain doesn't focus. Yeah, this meant that I was always carrying work with me. And while that is useful to a certain extent, it also means that I was getting sidetracked a lot. And then I had the added problem of I was trying to write to-do lists and I was thinking, oh, I really want to put this in my journal. No, I've got to separate it out. Got to separate it out. So this is not set up for next year yet because I'm working on Christmas Chronicle stuff. I'm trying a couple of different things at this moment, one of which is going really well. I'm using my diary. I've still got my diary in here, but instead of using it as a diary and a planner and things like that, I do put personal appointments in. Like if I've got a doctor's appointment, I will put my doctor's appointment in there just so that I've got it in there and I don't forget. Because if I'm having a personal day, I still need to have my appointments. I still need to know if I'm doing a one-to-one session with a student. It might be a personal day, but I've got a 1 hour session with a student. That is, you know, I still need to have that with me. So I do put in personal appointments, and I've still got my flatmate's work hours so that I know effectively when I'm working. But what I've been doing is doing kind of it's a one thing a day. I will try to remember the name of the lovely lady who I saw doing this. She was doing it in her Filofax. I cannot for the life of me remember her name. I didn't write it down. Sorry. I will try and dig it up, and if I find it, I'll put it in the description below. Or if you recognise yourself, say hello, and then I can link to you. Yeah, she was doing one thing a day in her diary section of her Filofax because she wasn't using it as a planner. And one of those one thing a day was to write a quote or something that caught her eye for the day. So I've been doing that and I like it. I like it. I do. It's like looking at those, you know, when you spend time on Facebook, almost everybody spends time on Facebook, so I'm sure you'll all understand what I'm talking about. You see things that you share with your friends. You go, oh, that's funny, or oh, that's a good quote, I like that. And you hit share, and then that's it, it's gone. And sometimes you see quotes, and you think, oh, that's really good, I like that. Or, like, I was listening to a video the other day with Robin Sharma on YouTube. And he said, a problem is only a problem if you choose to see it as a problem. And that really struck me, and I was like, ooh, do I need to think about that? I think I need to think about that. So I wrote it down. Today, I shared something on Facebook already today, and it says, to thrive in life you need 3 bones, a wishbone, a backbone and a funny bone. And that was by, I didn't write down who the quote was by. Write down who your quotes are by. Reba McEntire. I will write that down while I've got it in front of me. Excuse me a second. There we go. Now I've got who said it. Then I've got a quote from Danielle Laporte. I'm doing her the Desire Map. Desire Map, that's it. I keep wanting to say the Desire Way because I kind of get it confused in my head with the Artist's Way, which I tried and I couldn't get on with. I'm doing the Desire Map next year. Well, I'm reading it at the moment, but for next year, that's my thing. And the quote I've got from her is, everyone has to find their own truth, and sometimes that truth means saying to someone else, everyone is entitled to their opinion, but your opinion is wrong. Being truthful is not always about being nice. And that is very true. That encapsulates everything I believe, to be honest. I don't agree with being nice for the sake of being nice. There's no reason to be hurtful. You know, as a teacher, we're taught this. You don't say, oh, that's crap. You show ways of improvement, and you say, this is good, and this is good, and this is good. Have you considered doing this here? And then what that will do is improve this, and you can work on that. And then, you know, you never criticise a student and say, oh, that's crap. Because, especially from my standpoint, you know, most of my students have come from there. Most of my students haven't done art for years because they spent the first part of their creative life being told, yeah, that's crap. You're never going to be an artist, give it up now. So I got a bit sidetracked there, sorry. Anyway, that's what I've been doing with this, with my diary section. And I'm also going to write in things like big events, like, you know, Mandela passing. It's a big event. That's a lifetime event. It's only going to happen once. And other things that are important to me, like today we're forecast snow. I love snow. Yay! I don't like going out in it, but I love snow. So I've written in that we've forecast snow. You know, just general things that I wouldn't necessarily put in my journal. And then my planner has moved into my Filofax. I'm going to do proper show and tells on all these. Probably not this week, probably next week. But yeah, I will do proper flips and show you what's in here. I've got a compact because I didn't need a full-size planner for what I was putting in here. This is basically my planner, my work planner. No, not my work planner, that's my A5. My day planner. This is my day-to-day to do, you know, film this class, mark this work, don't forget to pick up cat food, that sort of stuff. And lists, things I want, things I'm looking for, things I need to do but don't need to be done right now, my GTD system, my bullet journal, everything like that is in here now. And the great thing about that is that actually the two together, once I take out my Christmas Chronicles book, which I've got in here temporarily because I'm using it right now, the two together are actually about the same thickness as my original Midori was when it was stuffed to the brim. because at one point I had 5 notebooks in this baby, and it was heavy. So I split them out. It's working much better. That is hopefully going to be my setup for the whole of 2014. There's a challenge. Don't change your planner for the whole of 2014, because that'll happen. I've got an A5, which again I'll show you. That's my project management, which I've always intended to set up as my work project management, organising my classes, all that kind of stuff. Because again, that was ending up in here. It's one thing writing a bit of a quick note because you think, oh, I've got an idea, and you write it on a sticky and you put it in your diary later. But I had a whole notebook dedicated to it in here, and I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I'm defeating the purpose. Defeating my purpose. So, somebody on the Midori group, which I'll link below, we've got a Midori Facebook group, and again, I'll try and find out who it was. I wasn't paying attention, but somebody said, in answer to the question, how do you split out your file of facts and your Midori, and what do you put where, and how does it work? Someone said, my file of facts is my body, and my Midori is my soul. And I love that. That is, yes, yes. My file of facts is my to-do, my where I've got to be, what I've got to be doing, the physical now of today. And my journal is the rest of it, the bits that don't get to see the light of day because I'm busy working. I love that. Absolutely love it. Thank you to whoever said that. Again, let me know in the comments if that was you, and I will link. I will try and dig it out. I can't remember who said it, but I loved it. Absolutely loved that. So, I'm going to have a drink. I still can't do that without thinking of Bunny Girl, not Bunny Girl, Graveyard Girl and her sippy sippy. She's so funny. She makes me laugh. She really does. Anyway. Yeah, that's my setup at the moment. I will go into depth on it later. But yes, I am still loving my Midori. I'm still working in my Midori. It's my main art journal now. I do have a bigger art journal for when I want to be a bit more expressive, or I want to play with stuff, or if I want to use Copic markers or something, because you can't use markers in these. They take a beating. They really do. You can use just about anything, but they don't like markers. Nothing plays with markers except marker paper. And marker paper doesn't play with anything else. So, yeah, you have to use your markers separately. But my other big journal is for doing slightly more expressive stuff. But that stays on my desk. It's big and it's chunky, and I don't carry it around with me. On the subject of art journaling and things, just a quick reminder that When Frogs Sing is still open. You can still register. It's not going to close, okay? I'm not going to close it because, well, I probably will close it at some point, like towards the end of next year, like November, December time, but there's a plethora of information going to be in there, and I want you to be able to jump in at any point, and it's going to be, you know, like with Fly Lady, she says, you're not behind, jump right in here, you know. It's going to be the same kind of principle. If you want to join in March, then, and you sign up on March the 8th, then you start on March the 8th. You know, you watch the intro videos and then you start on March the 8th, and you just ignore January and February. It's not a class where you can get behind. You won't be able to say, oh, but I've got loads of catching up to do. You can't do that because, well, like, I'm not going to go into detail, but there will be something every day that you can do. No matter how busy or awful or crazy your day has been, there will be something that you can do. Even if that turns out to be as simple as writing down a quote that you liked on Facebook, that is, you will do something every day. So you can't get behind. You can't have the stress of saying, oh, but I haven't done this, so I can't do that. Which is where a lot of art journals get stuck. I think. And certainly a lot of the beginners that I talk to, they're like, oh yeah, but I didn't journal about my birthday, so I can't journal about such and such yet. And then you get scrapbookeritis, where you've got so much to catch up on that you never get started. Because you want a scrapbook today, or today's special event, and you can't because you're still catching up on stuff from last Christmas. So we don't have scrapbookeritis in art journaling. We just pick up and start. That's the premise of When Frogs Sing. We're going to do something every day. It's going to become a habit that you're going to build on. And it's not going to be... the temptation with these everyday things is to jump right in. Day one, I'm going to do a whole spread. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Day two, yes, I'm going to do this. And by about March, you're like, oh, God, I've got to do my art journal page and I'm running out of ideas and I don't know what to do and can't be bothered today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do 2 tomorrow. I'll do 3 on Friday. I'll do 4 at the weekend. You know, and there is the slippery slope to never getting started again or ending up with big gaps and stuff. We don't want that. We want to make it part of our lives, but we want to make it easy. So that's what When Frogs Sing is about. The price will go up to full price on January the 2nd. So you can still sign up on the early bird prices. It's not on the half price offer anymore. You missed that one, sorry. That was available in like October. It's now on, I can't remember how much it is now. I've changed everything and it's not cemented in my head yet. I think it's $125 for the year's course. But remember, that's a year of every single day. That's not like one lesson a week or whatever. That's every single day. We're going to have something. So, yep, there's that. If you want to sign up for that, link is down there. Christmas Chronicles is closed. Thank you for everybody who's asked about it, but I don't want to say you can't join, but on the other hand, it's an organisation for Christmas planning class. It's a get organised over a whole month and do some journaling and create a whole journal. And it's the 19th of December. It's a bit pointless starting now. That said, I'm starting now. I've got to work on mine today. In between video editing. That is my big thing today, is to catch up on Christmas Chronicles, because obviously with being sick I haven't done anything. But all my planning and everything is done. Basically because it was all done in my head as I was doing the class. Yeah, I've got Christmas cards to write and letters to write and things like that today. So that's today. I'm trying to save my voice because I've got some filming to do later in the week, or this weekend. So today I'm video editing and I've caught up on everything finance and forums and classwork wise. So yeah, I think I've got a day to catch up on film editing and getting my Christmas Chronicles started to come up to date. I'm not going to get 3 weeks of work done in one day, but I can get cracking on a good portion of it, I think. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I do have one more thing for you. It's a giveaway! Woohoo! Aren't I good? Yes, I know. This month's issue of Get Stamping is issue 6, and it does say UK and Australia, so I don't know if it's available in the US, I'm sorry. Although you can get digital versions online. Get Stamping's fabulous magazine. It comes with a complete set of stamps. Look at all those stamps, and they're all interchangeable. So like, this is a frame and it's got words in the middle, but those words can come out and you can use something else, and all the little bits fit in all the little spaces. It's very clever. You've got to play with it to see how clever it is. But yeah, Get Stamping issue 6, the Wild and Free issue, has a set of stamps free with it. And, bam, 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 I have a 4-page article on art journaling in it. Art Journaling 101. Excuse me. I also have a giveaway for a place on When Frogs Sing. That's over on Get Stamping blog. I will link this below. And I have a video over there, which you can go and watch. Again, linked below. Art Journaling 101. It's similar to my mixed media thing that I did a while back, which incidentally is one of my most watched videos. It's got like 2,500 views or something ridiculous. It's a very popular video. Not everybody agrees with it, obviously, and that's okay. You don't agree with everybody all the time. That's boring. But it's a very popular video, especially with beginners, and I was asked to kind of do a advice for beginners, almost like a follow-on, like, okay, if we're not going to do this, what are you going to do? So throwing out ideas for beginners to get started if they're really not sure where to jump in. So I will link that below as well. You can go and watch that. Enter the giveaway. Pretty sure it's an international giveaway because it's an online course. That giveaway closes on the 31st of December, as does this one, for a copy of Get Stamping magazine with the stamps that come with it. So you get my article and all the other fabulous, they got some awesome things. Look at that cute card! Isn't he sweet with his little stripy jumper? He's awesome. I love that. As soon as I got these the other day and I thought, oh, I love that little stripy jumper. It's very cute. Yeah, really like this. So, yeah, copy of Get Stamping issue 6 with the stamps, and thank you very much to papercrafting.com. I think that's the right name. Sponsors, I don't know who sponsors are. They offered to send me a copy to give away on my blog. So thank you very much for that. And I also have, because I was sent the stamps to do my mini journal, and then they sent me a complimentary copy of the magazine because I'm published in it, which obviously I'm keeping. That's my record that I was published in it. So I can add that to my little collection that's going on over there of things I've been published in. However, I've already got the stamps. So I have a spare set of stamps. And it seems like such a waste to just have them sitting here. So I'm going to give these away as well. So I've got a copy of the magazine with the stamps that come with it. And I've also got a copy of the stamps themselves. So what I'm going to do, because this with the magazine is quite heavy, so to save postage I'm going to offer this as a UK prize. Okay? UK copy of Get Stamping magazine issue 6, stamps that come with it. As you see it now, it's not even been opened. That will be, somebody in the UK will win that, and then because the stamps are very light, I'll offer this internationally. So one of my international viewers can see this, can get the stamps that go with this, which obviously are not available anywhere else. So you have a unique set of stamps, and it's very light to post, so it won't cost a fortune. Because postage has gone up ridiculously. I'm not being mean by doing that. I genuinely can't afford to keep posting things out internationally that are heavy, because postage rates are through the roof at the moment. I don't know what on earth is going on. But I just sent a parcel, very similar to the one I sent last year, to America. Last year it cost me £12.50. This year it's cost me £27. And it's the same size box and everything. It's very similar stuff, so it's not any difference in weight. It's ridiculous. Double the price in a year. So anyway, that's my little mini rant. Royal Mail, get your act together. Get Stamping Issue 6 with the stamps, brand new, UK people only, and the stamps on their own with no magazine for international subscribers. You need to be a subscriber to my channel because it is a subscriber giveaway, and I will put it on Rafflecopter. So I will do a blog post on my Tumblr, RhomanysRealm.org.uk, and you can go and enter there. So very excited to have an article published. It's been a long time since I've had an article published. I've stopped submitting things. I got lazy. But yeah, you can go and check that out. And I'm going to WALK the DOGS and go and buy cat food. I'm not kidding, that is actually on my list of things to do today. And then I've got lots of editing and Christmas chronicling to do. So yeah, let me know below if you want to see which video you want to see first. My Midori setup, my compact Filofax planner setup, my daily planner, or my project management file setup, which is my A5. Let me know below which one you would like to see first, and I will get right on that, just for you. So this has been day 2 of the 12-ish sort of days of Christmas vloggy things, and I will, with a bit of luck, see you tomorrow. Bye.